New Moon in Virgo, 29 degrees of Virgo. What do you need to know? First of all, this is a new moon that's going to be a partial solar eclipse. So we are still in eclipse season. So this means that there could be massive acceleration around things that you want to start and things just flying off the handle. Okay, it's just changes. Eclipse bring in deep changes. 29 degrees brings to culmination all of the lessons of the sign. So we're talking about signs from Virgo coming into culmination. So you might be receiving massive clarity on why you haven't been able to move forward or achieve your dreams or get to where you want to go in a certain area of life. Now, to know what area of life, astrologically speaking, this is touching on, I want you to search 29 degrees of Virgo in your birth chart and then choose the house and look at the significance. See if it resonates. Now, for a lot of us, we're going to feel like we're going to start something, but it is after receiving massive clarity of what wasn't working in this area of life, right? So we're going to see endings. There are chapters that are ending and you wanting to take something serious to move forward with it. Now, talking about the energy of Virgo, I want to give a little bit of information on this energy and see if you can kind of resonate with it and you can apply this. In esoteric astrology speaking, the sign of Virgo is the mother who gestates, form, and spirit, and then it purifies and refines itself in order to give birth to this new consciousness. So I want you to think about that and then think, how does this apply to you? Seeing yourself as the mother, you are gestating spirit and form, right? We have form, we have consciousness, and we bring to the outside world the expression of our consciousness. So Virgo is the process of refining and purifying the state in order to birth the creative expression of who you are. Let's look at, in very Virgonian way, right, the daily habits of this purification, okay, of this refinement of yourself. What is your most authentic form? Being very honest with yourself. What is the most authentic form of you? In your authenticity, you, individually, who are you? And how do you want to shine your light on this world? Now, what are the habits? What are the steps? What are the things that you need to refine in order to be able to birth that pure expression of yourself? And I'm going to give these examples. Let's say if you're working on health and you want to bring in a version of yourself that's healthy, that's strong, right? That's mobile. I want to be independent. So what daily habits would you have to take in order to be that expression of yourself? And how does that differentiate with how you're moving through today? What does that healthy version of you look like, live like? What do they prioritize? What do the daily, the day-to-day habits, which is key, what does that look like? Because that is how you refine and purify the form and you birth that expression of yourself that you want into life. If you're trying to move out of a 9 to 5, if you're trying to be more independent financially, whatever the reasons, what does that person look like and what do they prioritize? And go down to the nitty-gritty of the daily, because this is Virgo energy. What habits do you form? So I hope that this brings in an idea of how to work with this energy. Also, for my healers, curanderas, brujos, the shadow workers and my witches in the world, those that work your juju and your magic through this, candle form magic would be very amazing for this time. Bringing in an element of the earth to ground in the intention on the daily habit would be amazing. If you do spiritual baths or rinses, it would be great. If you want to do something that helps the body. So looking at plant medicine, not in a way of, okay, this brings good luck, this, takes away evil eye or this like that. Let's think about what can heal the body. Let's say if you're having issues with inflammation, what can soothe the body? Something that can nurture the body. So let's think about your magic in that way. How can you nurture the body in your daily day habits? Because this is Virgo energy. So how can you do that? On another note, how can you honor the body? Maybe you fast, you take time out to fast. Maybe you try a tea that nurtures and holds your body in this process. Maybe you have a purging ritual or a tea that helps you purge, because purging the body does help us energetically. For some of us, this is our belief. It might not be yours, but find a way how you can purge energies, purge physically, and then obviously, nurture and bring yourself forth, because we are talking about day-to-day purifying and refining. And it starts with your health, it starts with your body, and it starts with you. So look at all those energies and see how you can make something work for you. I would love, if you have ideas or if you have specific practices, if you want to put them in the comments, I'd just love to interact with you, because sharing is caring. And if we can help another, that would be amazing. And I always love to learn of new practices. So definitely, if you like this information, like, follow, share, subscribe, all the beautiful things. And yeah, I just hope this helped. And happy Virgo new moon.